Hello and welcome to Shooting the Bull, the first episode of Shooting the Bull. I'm your host, Justin Bullock, joined with Ariana Tysinger and Saucy Rossi Ross Martin. How's everybody doing?
Super swell.
Super swell.
Now that I heard Saucy Rossi.
You didn't know that was his nickname?
I had no idea. I had zero ideas
for a few years.
How did you come by that nickname?
In radio class, we didn't have to, but we could have come up with names for our shows.
Yeah.
Saucy Rossi. It's not the one I went with, but it was one of the...
Did someone kind of pick that for you?
No, I came up with that. What was picked was what I went with, which was Audible Chocolate.
Audible Chocolate!
Yeah, I went with Audible Chocolate, but I've since been Saucy Rossi.
Mine was picked for me, too. They used to call me J Balls. Yeah, and so like they called me
Jingle Balls.
Yeah, because they called me Jay Bulls, and then my speech teacher one time misheard them. So she said, "Did they just call you Jay Balls?"
They're like even.
And so they're
like, we are now.
And so yeah, that's exactly how that happened. So they're like, "Well, your name is Jay Balls now."
The
so
teachers are bullies.
yeah, so I was.
She did it on purpose.
She did. She knew what she heard. I'm convinced. So I had to go by, so I was J Bulls, but I was seasonal, because during Thanksgiving they'd call me Giblets. And then Christmas time was Jingle Balls.
Jingle Balls.
Yeah, and all kinds of, it was just balls, all kinds of things. But welcome to our show. This is our podcast, it's really about nothing. It's like the Seinfeld of podcast here.
Yes, it sure is.
Yes. But since you don't really know who we are, let's just kind of introduce ourselves real quick, and then we'll get into it. Ariana, her introduction will probably take the rest of the show. Because you do a lot of stuff.
I do. Actually, just 2 days ago, I was a mermaid.
A mermaid?
I was a mermaid. That's
you
one
love
of my
mermaids.
jobs.
You
I was, yes. And I also got to do underwater pole dancing for a photo shoot, which was fun.
How was that?
That was hard. It was a lot harder than I thought it would be.
I thought it would be easier.
It's easier to get onto the pole and stay on it, but in order to get your body to go flat out, you can't breathe at all. Of course, you can't breathe underwater, but you have to breathe all your air out. And you have to stay underwater for about 45 seconds to a minute at a time.
Couldn't do it.
I
couldn't even swim, so I couldn't even get down to the pole. I would have to hold on. I mean, the pole would have to be something that I hold on, and I just kind of climb. You know how you hold it,
you can
and climb down it, and just kind of hold on to it.
That's what I was doing. I was like climbing backwards. It's like, here I go to the depths.
And I'm just like, all right, now listen, I'm gonna climb down this thing really quick. You get ready with the picture. So I climb down, and then I get down there, and they're like,
also, I act. And
well,
yeah, I act like I care about you. So act on stage, film, do modeling, I sing, I do body contortioning, I've learned how to put things on my nose.
I've seen it, and she's got a rather large nose, so that's
hey.
It takes talent.
Not much talent, I can fit so many things in there.
That's true. You know, my sister actually got a checker stuck in her nose.
Oh, nice.
When she was a kid.
Nice.
Has she told you this story?
Yeah, well, I think your mom has, actually.
Yeah. Ross actually dates my sister. That's why I was asking if
Yeah,
nice.
I do.
So what do you do, Ross?
I don't really do anything, really.
So you live the life of the really good millennial.
Nice.
No. Well, I mean, I guess it's not preferred, though.
So
I guess you could say I kind of very rarely act. I'd like to do more.
Well, actually, we're all
good
involved
at
in a new project, and you'll be acting in that project, Caesar of 6th Street, which I am directing because I am a director, a creative genius.
And I own whores in that film. All of the whores.
All of the whores.
Yeah, I'm not getting paid, and I always thought that it's more for fun if you're not getting paid.
That's true.
Like, if you're not getting paid, can you really say, "Oh, I'm acting in this thing"? I mean, I guess you can.
Yeah.
But like, if I went up to someone and was like, "Oh, by the way, I'm an actor," I think they would assume I'm getting paid to do it.
Right.
Right.
So that's kind of why I shy away from saying I'm an actor.
They always pay for your food and for your lodging, bare minimum, which means that you aren't getting paid to stay there.
You should never do a project unless you're getting that.
If you're not getting food, then fuck it.
Yeah.
Honestly. If you're not at least getting fed out of it.
Will there be food?
Yes.
Of course there'll be food.
Yes, there will.
Right,
Yes.
Well then, I'm an actor.
You are a paid actor! Yes!
That's exactly right.
But yeah. Well, I'm just kind of doing that.
And I mean, and that's really the deal. Like, don't ever take a job unless you know you're getting those essentials. You got some place to stay, and you got food. And I know for a fact, as director of the film, that you are getting that. And I think he's even paying you gas money.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
which is more you'd probably get on one of my films. I'll at least
Okay,
feed you
cool with
because
that.
I'm a heavy guy and I like to eat. So I like to make sure that
Everyone else does
everyone
as well.
else does as well. And it's very uncomfortable for a heavy person to be eating and no one else is. It's always worse.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, if I'm eating anything, I'm like, do you need food?
Yeah.
Can I get you food?
Like the people come up, please sir, may I have some more? And you're like, whoa.
So I'm always like, if I'm eating, I like to make sure everyone else is eating around me. I'm the kind of guy that if I hate the situation when you're at a restaurant or something, right?
Yeah.
And they bring your food first and no one else gets theirs. I'm always like, I'm not touching it.
We've had this happen before. We had this happen.
Ruby
at
Tuesday, right?
Yeah. The waitress came towards the end, and we were all done with our food, and we all had a little bit of food on our plates, like you do. You did as well.
I did as well, and I was eating.
And,
Yeah.
and she singled you out and asked if you wanted more fries.
I know. No one else has like fries. Yeah. No one else has fries, and they do bottomless fries, and so no one else has fries. And then there's me, and I'm sitting there, and I'm still eating.
Yeah.
And so she's like, "Hey," she basically not so many words. She said, "Hey, fatty, would you like some more fries?"
She's zeroed in on you.
She zeroed in. She didn't ask anybody else because they were done.
Yeah, we were done.
And
So she was like target
and
lost.
I was like, "No, I know this is hard to believe,
But no.
I am done eating French fries for the day."
I would have taken more fries.
I think
you're more offended.
See, at that point, I'm not.
Really?
Even if I did want them, and I probably did, I'm not taking them now because now it just feeds into her stereotype.
There was like 5 people there too, so it wasn't like she just sort of gambled 50-50. I'll go with that one. There was a couple people she could have asked.
Exactly.
She specifically didn't.
Oh.
There was
Sure,
3
right
people
for you.
sitting there. It was Tara,
Yeah, that's right. She was there.
it was you,
Uh-huh.
and it was I.
I feel like there was a few more. I feel like Demetrius or someone was there.
Probably. Happens to me all the time.
Nice.
So, is everyone playing Pokemon Go?
No, but my sister is. I don't have the data to play Pokemon Go.
Does it take data?
Oh my
Oh my
gosh,
gosh, it does.
eats it up.
Eats your phone alive.
I didn't know that.
It's kind of like if you download Netflix on your phone. Like if you watch even one episode, your phone's like, you've used 4 gigs of data. It's like, the fuck just happened?
I guess I should have
watched
assumed
one
that.
episode of American Dad.
Pokemon Go eats a ton of it, but I haven't actually been playing all that much. But I have caught some Pokemon. I downloaded it after that night. Audra, she explained it to me, and she's a huge Pokemon fan. And so after I saw her doing it, I was like, all right, I'm gonna give this a try.
Yeah.
And I downloaded it, and the first Pokemon I caught was a Squirtle.
Nice.
Caught it in my kitchen.
Got a Squirtle.
In my kitchen.
You know, if you were a Pokemon, you would be a Squirtle.
Yeah.
I could see that.
You think I'd be a
I
Squirtle?
think you'd be a Squirtle.
That's my favorite one. That's my favorite Pokemon. That and Diggy.
Actually, you'd be a Snorlax. You just sit there all day like,
Yeah.
hey.
What's the
Snorlax is
one?
my favorite.
Is that the one that? No, that's not that one. What's the one that's got the thing eating its tail? It's like a pink one, and it's got a shell that is literally eating its tail.
Slowbro.
That's a creepy looking one.
He's got another one where it's on his head, and it's called
That's
Slow
right,
King. That's
Slow
even weirder.
King,
And
yeah.
that one can speak, I think.
Yeah.
It speaks.
The concept of Pokemon to me is funny anyway, because basically there's these animals that are free out in the land, and then people are going around and just catching them and making them fight. It's basically like cockfighting.
And they can only say their names. That'd be like us being like Ariana,
Ariana.
Ariana.
So pretty much since the beginning of this, it's been a question whether or not this was
a good idea.
A good idea. Kind of making animals fight. But there was a game a few years ago that actually they confronted that. There was one of the main villains, so to speak, was trying to separate people from their Pokemon, suggesting that they're being cruel, that they shouldn't be doing this to them.
Oh.
And the way they kind of reconciled it was that the Pokemon like fighting. they want to, because it's like a competition. It's not like
they
a fight
like
to
compete.
death. Yeah, and it's sort of like they have a bond with their trainer. And it's sort of like the trainer cares about it cares about the trainer. It's sort of almost like a sport, and it's almost like they want to do it. That's, kind of a delicate way of doing that. But I thought I at least give them credit for bringing up the subject and trying to acknowledge that some people think this might be a little like not like dog fighting, because I know that was one of the things, like,
but it's more like horse racing, like the Kentucky Derby.
So it's I think they tried to, in some of the games they tried to include pageants or contests into it.
Yeah.
Where you like dress them up and they do little. They do moves not to attack, but they just do it to show.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody was super into that.
They were like, what is this?
So you mean I have to dress my Pokemon and take him to the pageant?
Yeah.
I'm not quite interested in taking him to the pageant.
Yeah.
It's Pokemon Go though. It's pretty easy. I was actually surprised at how easy this thing is. I haven't had a Pokemon escape yet, but what I was kind of thinking that once I've caught the Pokemon, I don't really know what to do with them.
You don't
because you can level them up and stuff, but I got to thinking and I was like, well, what do they do? Like if I level this Pokemon up, like what does it do? Because clearly it doesn't fight.
No, they do, but only in specific spots. That's that would be one of my gripes about it. Was it is a little. You can't fight other people.
Right, you
I
just
think
go
would be
and
cool.
collect them.
I actually thought that would be cool though if you could fight other people.
That would be really cool.
Like,
that would give you like a chance to like meet up and
be like, hey man, what you got? My Squirtle can kick yours ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna take down your Charmander.
This could be like they settle scores this way.
Yeah.
They're like, forget this
Just
fighting.
what if like
some people settle scores with like dance offs.
Yeah.
Rap battles.
That's Pokemon
Go battle.
Like two gangsters go like,
yo man. It actually might make the place. It actually might make the place a little safer. You know, there's all the problems in the world. And
throw my Jigglypuff at you.
What if that like solved like a lot of problems and like crime rate went down? They're like, oh no, we won't settle this the way we're going to. Now we'll just fight our Pokemon.
I wonder though if that happens. Say someone's Pokemon gets beat and they don't take it well and they actually like start trying to attack.
I mean, people are already using Pokemon Go in very dangerous ways.
Yeah.
Like, people have set up traps around the lures that are set up in areas, and they'll go and they'll just mug the people that are there, and it's messed up.
I think it was either last week or 2 weekends ago. I remember talking to Audrey about that, and I was like, I'm wondering how long it's going to take for this to be used the wrong way. And it was like the next day was when that all
people are crazy, man. But I don't know if you saw this, but more people have downloaded Pokemon Go in the few days that it's been out than Tinder in all of its 4 years of existence.
Nice!
And that's because catching Pokemon is easier than catching women.
Than catching a date.
Yeah. I think maybe Tinder should start trying to do something like that, where you walk around and you see a girl you want and you just
Tinder go.
Tinder go. Like I'm catching.
Like you throw balls at this girl. She's like, what are you doing?
I'm throwing balls at you right now.
Trying to catch you.
You catch her, and you can even level her up if there's something you don't like about her. You just keep leveling her up.
Excuse you.
Well, it could go both ways. Girls go to the guys.
Oh, to the guys go.
Right.
I got this. Like for me, he's a heavy guy, but if I level him up, he keeps getting smaller.
Like he keeps going to the gym.
Yeah. Work out your man. 10 points. You know what I'm saying? But I like what I do like about Pokemon Go is I like what it could mean for because it is kind of neat. It's like the world is now the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're not turning on the game anymore.
And there's so many people that are going outside. So many people that have gotten off the couch that don't remember what the sky looks like.
Yeah. Curing American obesity, one Pokemon at a time.
Then someone posted that Pokemon Go. It was Michelle Obama has been spending her past 8 years trying to advocate for people to get up and go outside and be active. Pokemon Go did it in 24 hours.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people, like socially awkward people, kind of getting out and talking.
In fact, the group Meetup has actually already gotten on this and having Pokemon Go. I don't know if you know what Meetup is. It's a group you can get on there. And there's Meetup all kinds of things. But basically, you meet up with a bunch of strangers.
Like Meetup for orgy, you know?
Yeah.
Like one you always go to.
Exactly, the one I always go to. Like my favorite group. Yeah, we love that.
Because I was like, what are you doing here?
And I was like, well, I'm here for the orgy. Just that's what I'm here to do. So they're already having Pokemon Go with that. So the couch potatoes and like you said, the social awkward people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're getting out there. They're making friends, which they've never had.
Right.
And so now they're going around catching all the Pokemon.
Like my sister and her boyfriend, they actually got into the car, drove to Raleigh to go catch Pokemon, and they walked around all of downtown.
Yeah. Just catching Pokemon.
And they never do that.
Businesses too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Smithfield Chicken and Barbecue is a Poke Center, and like I kind of, it is, and I kind of like the idea.
I never thought we'd say that.
I never thought. Smithfield Chicken and Barbecue is a Poke Center.
So that last week people would be like, what?
But it is, and then now it's like businesses can make them these things, and they can come in and like I would maybe like businesses maybe can have a rule like, hey, if you want to come here and get a Pokeball, I'll buy at least a soda.
That
or something.
I think there's
business for them.
There's a Dairy Queen that's doing that where they're saying paying customers only. So they're already using it for advertisement.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, when I heard it, I thought that was really smart, but then it also was kind of...
Come on, man. We just want our Pokeballs.
Yeah, come on.
Just let us play our game.
Just let us play the game. But what I do like, Grand Theft Auto, I think you said, you were telling me they've already decided to, they've been thinking about making one that's like but I was trying to think of what that could be.
I love Grand Theft Auto. Yeah. Like, if you could be, like, racing next to someone with your phone in your lap.
Yeah. I don't know if this has been confirmed, but I've heard that they're thinking about doing something similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no way that could possibly go wrong.
So that's what I was wondering, because I'm thinking, instead of catching things, trying to like claim turfs.
Like catch hookers, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hookers,
like turf battles.
Instead of like throwing balls at Pokemon, you throw dollars.
You make it rain.
But like, what if they started doing the turf war thing, an actual game started getting in it, and then like they put the life of crime aside because they had everything they needed through the Grand Theft Auto, and like the crime rate went down.
Yeah, like
because of this.
Like, yo man, glitter's mine.
Glitter's mine. I like it. And then in 2, I saw that The Walking Dead was experimenting with one about killing zombies.
And that one sounds cool.
I was like, man, I can get behind that. See, because actually, there was this old running app that I used for not running.
Stephanie uses that.
Yeah, I didn't use it to run.
Like they're being chased by zombies. And like it forces you to run faster?
Yes.
You're like, I'm gonna die!
I just did that for fun. Like, I would turn that thing on wherever I was at in public and just try to, like, evade them while walking around downtown or like at work. I turned it on one time at my work and was just like, all right, all day long I'm gonna avoid the zombies.
Yeah,
which is really hard to do when you work in a cube.
I think one of the reasons that Pokemon Go is working so well is the whole collection aspect of it.
Yes.
And I don't know how they're gonna incorporate collecting into Grand Theft Auto or stuff like that, and I think that might be because if you've got one where you just run from zombies, you can attack zombies. It's sort of altered reality.
Right.
That can be cool, but if there's no incentive
you're still kind
of
playing the game. You're still trying to play in the game again.
Right. You could collect weapons. You could collect safe houses and stuff like that. But even so, it's not the same thing. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. But I also feel like. I guess this might be considered sort of criticism for it, but I have a feeling the reason why Pokemon Go is doing so well is because it is sort of capturing that nostalgic feeling for all the kids who grew up with it.
Yes.
There's so many kids who grew up with it who
haven't.
90s. Yeah, but there's so many people who haven't stuck with Pokemon all throughout these 20 years.
Yeah. Exactly.
And so
some people didn't know it was still in the air.
Yeah, exactly. And some people aren't gonna. There's a lot of people who probably got Pokemon Go who aren't gonna get the new Pokemon game. And I feel like that's why Pokemon Go has the original ones. It doesn't have all the new stuff.
Right, I noticed that too.
I feel like that's why it's so successful because people who haven't even thought about Pokemon for 20 years have this free thing, and it's kind of fun, and they're like, oh, well, this is cool, and they get into it. But I mean, I'm not trying to discredit, the fact that it can be fun. But I just feel like nostalgia is really a big part of why this has become such a big deal.
It sure is. Yeah. Because that's why my sister got it. She was like, oh my gosh, it's like reliving my childhood.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like if someone's stuck with Pokemon all this time and is excited for the new game, Pokemon Go is probably a fun little thing on the side, but I don't think it means as much to them as it does to people who have been away from it for 20 years.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, I think that's part of why it's so successful, so I don't know if other ones will be as successful.
That's true. That is so true.
So, Ariana, I have a question.
Yes.
Vaginal steaming, yes or no?
What the fuck is that?
So there's this new company called V-Steam, and they specialize in vaginal steaming, which
Is it like a cleaning thing?
It is. It's supposed to be really good for the vag.
What?
It's like it's a steaming thing.
It smooths it out, I guess, right?
Smooths it out? Yeah. Let me iron out my vagina.
Hold on. I mean? After a little wear and tear, it starts to... A little wear and tear starts to go up. You need to straighten it out.
You need to straighten it out. You need to smooth it out again.
There's guys who... There's ball ironing.
What?
Yeah, tell me about ball ironing.
I don't know that much about it.
I mean, how do you know all this?
I've heard about it.
I was like,
I've heard about it. I've heard about ironing out the ball.
Ironing out the ball. You can't even
I
say
hate when my balls get all wrinkly. You just gotta steam them out.
That's the thing. People don't like,
Yeah.
I know. Like creases in the testicles.
Exactly.
I know what you mean. But I know exactly what you mean.
If that's such a concern, though.
Do you ever find that getting out of a car is difficult sometimes if you roll over on them?
Always.
This is a question for Rob.
I have told you that my ass is my balls. Because my left leg is my dick.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, I saw this thing, bee steam, vaginal cleansing, and I thought, I wonder if Ari would be interested in this. And I wanted a female take on it because it says it's supposed to be healthy and it's supposed to have the things. And but I guess it'd be like, I actually saw this thing the other day. I want to get. It's well, I don't know why I want to get it. I think just because it's.
You want to get a bee steam?
No, I don't want to get it. I mean, I don't know what it would do. Like, I don't know what it would do for me.
It would help your vagina. That's what it would do.
Is it something you buy and do at home?
No, I think it's a
somewhere?
place you. I didn't do it. I would want. Someone walks in. Hey.
Sorry, just steaming.
Just steaming my vag.
The
No,
mini sauna.
I love it. Like, especially like if you go to the place, because it is a place you go to. Like, can you go up to the counter?
It's like a tanning salon.
Yeah, you go up there. I can see someone going up to. Is this really something that I could like maybe do at home? Do I really have to be here, or can I take this home?
That's sort of the you gotta weigh your options. Would you rather risk doing it incorrectly at home, or would you rather know you're getting a good job, but someone's gonna be?
But then there's a 50-50 chance that it could be a dude.
Yeah.
I guess so. I guess you could probably request to not have a guy.
Right.
Yeah. I don't want a guy steaming my vag.
It's like when you're having a male gynecologist, you're just like, hello.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that they see it a lot, but it's just like,
I mean, sure, there's probably some numb to it by that point. But no, I saw these things, they were called sauna pants. They're kind of like a sauna suit, but they're just pants. And they're supposed to keep they're supposed to, give you, sweaty balls.
Nice.
Why would you want that?
Well, I said that. I don't know why I did. I just thought that'd be funny. Like, I don't know. Like, I do want a sauna suit.
Yeah, but to me,
I don't think you want it just for the balls to sweat, because sauna suits is just supposed to help you lose the water weight.
Yeah.
But
see, that's what I want.
If you're like bottom heavy.
Yeah.
Just focus down there.
I'm not.
Just focus.
I'm
down
honestly not. I wish. Actually, it'd be a bad thing for me because I'm already. I need every little bit I can get down there, even though I'm not currently using it.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, sauna pants would be a bad idea, but I do want a sauna suit.
I would never want sauna pants. That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible.
It does.
I'd rather if I there's no real like quick way of getting in shape and losing weight.
Exactly.
If you want to do it, you just have to put in the
work.
work.
I mean, if you lose weight really quickly, then you can also gain it back really quickly.
True, yeah.
So the slower and healthier and more natural way that you lose weight, the easier it will stay off. And also you'll develop these really awesome habits for your life.
Yeah. So, I don't want to know what kind of habits sauna pants are going to
Right. Really bad fashion choices. You're going to start trying to match with like overalls and stuff.
Do you wear them under normal pants, or you just wear sauna pants?
I mean, I don't know a whole lot about them, but like the little ad that I saw, the guy was wearing them on top.
Ooh.
And they were like little shorts, and he was jogging in them.
Wait, he was wearing it on top of pants?
No, I mean that's what he was wearing as pants. He was wearing these things as like shorts. And they look like.
They're just shorts. They're not the full leg.
They're shorts.
They're probably meant to aim towards the sides of the hips and the thighs.
Get them thighs down.
Slim them up.
Slim up them thighs with the sauna pants.
It's like those.
So yeah, they're really sauna shorts.
What about those abs?
The shake weights or the shocker? What are they?
The shocker like electrocute you.
Those suck.
Yeah.
If you don't use the gel, it will electrocute you.
When I had physical therapy on my knee, I used to have to go and get it electrocuted.
Yeah.
That is a very weird feeling.
I've never had it. I don't know.
It's very weird. It's not pleasant.
No, I don't imagine it feeling.
Because it's kind of like every now and again you're sitting there and like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Like you're feeling these little shocks every now and again. And you're like, ooh, oi, oi, oi. So I don't know if any of y'all saw, but last night was the start of the and all week is the 41st Republican National Convention, and possibly the last, because it is crumbling to pieces. But
oh man,
the only thing I saw of it was the beginning. The anti-Trump movement tried to change the rules.
Is that with the naked ladies? Was that with there was a group of 100 women that protested fully naked outside of a Trump thing?
I wish I'd have been there.
Jesus!
I didn't hear about that. I just heard.
How am I never at these things?
They would have asked you to participate.
I would
have taken it off. I have no shame.
You'd be like, hello world.
Hello world.
But yeah, that's all I saw. They tried to. I guess they're trying to change the rules. They were trying to. What do they call it? It was vote your conscience, where you can vote. You don't have to vote for him. You can basically. I probably should be talking about it because I don't know that much about it. But it was they're trying to essentially. They were trying to figure out a way to not have to pick Trump.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
I'm behind that.
But
Yes, it's a good idea.
It didn't work though.
I mean, yeah, if he's telling everyone to build walls, like they did this one thing in Ireland, I think it was Ireland, where this guy's property was next to this one, I think it was a golf course.
Scotland.
They
gave him like...
They built a wall around him, and they gave him a bill, and he was like, "Oi, fuck this shit."
I know. And he put up Mexican flags everywhere.
you,
and
Trump.
actually, Scotland gave him like the honorary citizen award. For
They
doing
did?
so.
Oh, yeah. I remember you telling me about this, yeah.
Yeah.
But so, yeah.
He put up Mexican flags everywhere so that all the golfers have to see them.
He sure did. He raised them the highest underneath his flag. I was like, "Yes, sir."
They're bringing them to a lot of his rallies. I think there's a bunch of people with him last night at the convention.
But his entrance
I saw the
was odd. It was very WWE.
It was like a wrestling.
It was like a wrestling match.
Yeah.
There was.
You
He
saw
was
his-
doing it for show.
I didn't know. Well, he's a professional narcissist.
You saw. I didn't see it while it was happening, but I saw all the replays, and it's like it looked like there was some smoke coming up.
There was smoke.
and
There
you could
was
see
lights.
his silhouette. That's a
Oh
good silhouette right there.
It looked like an orangutan.
And with the copyright that happened, he should have just come out, "Donald Trump!"
Yeah.
But what? But what was really odd is that they were playing "We Are the Champions."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes, because nothing says like "Let's Make America Great Again" for Trump supporters than to be playing a song written by a bisexual Englishman.
Yeah.
Right.
But that was his theme song. He came out, "We Are the Champions." There was smoke. There was.
Wasn't Freddie Mercury actually born in Africa?
He was. I think so. I don't think he was born here. I do not think that at all.
I think he was born in Africa and then was sort of English
Mm-hmm.
by citizenship or whatever. But yeah, who would he play though? That would be appropriate. It would have to be some like country music type thing.
You think he was a? You think he'd have to do country music?
It'd have to be a lap dance is so much better when the stripper's crying.
Have you heard that song?
No.
Oh, it's so great. It's so
I'm not-
stupid. I love it.
I mean, not to put down or associate country music with conservative
Right.
ideals, but I kind of feel like that
Yeah,
connection's there
I kind of
already.
feel like that connection's
At
there.
least more than Queen.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
But did you guys see the logo before they changed it? The Trump Pence logo. Did you see what that T was doing to that P?
Penetrating the P.
Oh
Did you see this?
No.
They've already changed the logo.
I didn't know
but
they changed it. but
They've
I saw
already
it.
changed it. They've just done a simple one where it's like Trump
It was mocked instantly.
instantly. Well, they're you know what a P looks like. Well, they had the T going right through the P.
Oh
So,
my god.
yeah.
So TP. So it's toilet paper.
There was
that-
there was from what I heard there was three memes. There's the TP toilet paper.
Right.
Yeah.
There was the T penetrating the
The
P.
P.
And then there was the
There's the-
T obviously bigger and above because of course Trump's gotta be
Yeah, he's got
he's
to
gotta
my
be on
God.
top.
He's got to be on
You
top.
know,
So,
he
so
was
now
on
they
top of Pence.
they changed that, which I was really surprised he chose Pence because first of all, who the hell is Pence?
Dude, exactly.
And then two, I honestly thought he was going to give it to Chris Christie because at one point Chris Christie was getting him McDonald's.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Chris Christie had knee pads. He was down on there so long.
And you know Christie had to have thought like the only reason why he had to have thought the only reason why I'm doing this is because God knows I'm gonna be
Vice president.
vice president.
He was
And
one of the
doesn't
first
even
ones to
get
jump
that.
on. Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you hear about his day? His horrible day.
No.
It was he found out that he wasn't gonna get picked.
Right.
The whole bridge scandal, something happened with that where it came back up, and a telephone pole fell and his house caught on fire all in one day.
Oh,
and it was the worst day ever.
Like
And,
God was just like, nope.
yeah. And I saw there's only one picture. There's a journalist who they came up to his house and he was sitting outside with his family and they basically I guess yelled out like, "How's everything? Or like, is your house okay? Or do you have electricity?" And all he did was just a big thumbs down. It was just, he looked so. Honestly, I started to feel bad for him.
I
was like,
did
this
too.
guy-
I mean, I honestly
Everything
have
was
felt bad for him. I mean,
He has
because
one of the best speaking voices too.
you think so?
I love his speaking voice. I think it's maybe the accent, maybe it's just the way that he's able to dictate so
He's
well.
strong.
He reminds
that sort
me
is like
of,
he speaks tough.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
he does.
And that's
Well, he
always kind
reminds me
authority.
of Luca Brasi from The Godfather.
I
don't know if you're familiar with that.
No.
Yeah, he looks like he belongs in a mafia film.
Oh,
don't
he
you
sure
think?
does.
He does. He does. He's got that big like look to him.
But he's like the lovable character in the film.
Yeah, maybe.
Where he's like, well, maybe we should like bust that teeth out.
Yeah,
no, maybe
maybe
we don't need to break all
we
that
don't need to
teeth.
do that.
Like they won't talk if we tell them not to.
Well, Chris Christie was an interesting guy because he was sort of. I remember when he first came on, like widespread. It was because he was working with Obama after the hurricane, and he got a lot of flack from that from conservatives. They didn't like that he was doing this. And it was kind of like, well, and then I've heard a lot of people in New Jersey actually weren't, they were okay with him.
Yeah.
And that's says something when you're a Republican.
He's a
North.
good Republican.
Yeah. But when
oxymoron.
But when he and to be honest, out of all the people in the debates, he was one of the few that I actually thought was saying something worth listening to.
Like actually answering.
Yeah.
Rather than being like, not a lesbian.
Yeah. But that immediate jump on the Trump train. There's no coming back from that.
No.
I just can't. Like, he pretty much just.
I swear to you, he
everything.
did it because I swear to you, he just thought deep down in his soul that he was going to be vice president.
Oh,
and I mean, being vice president is better than not being anything.
I would rather have that gig. I
I
would rather have that gig. I've said that multiple times. That I'd rather be vice president because you don't have to do anything.
Right, you get like very little of this attacks. Like Obama gets everything.
I know.
Yeah. But you really only get attacked during
you're in the know.
You have to debate.
Yeah, exactly. You're in the know. You get to go to all the meetings, so you get to hear all the juicy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really. You maybe have to say.
And then barely anyone remembers your name.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
You basically have to say like one thing during a meeting. You don't have to do that too many appearances.
Right.
You get your own office. You have your own motorcade. I'm telling you, like I think being vice president is where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Why are these people spending so much time running for president? Be vice president.
Right.
That's what I would do.
There's definitely the point where when it's time for the president to get out of office, there's a lot of people like, well, the vice president's probably going to try to become president.
Yeah.
So no matter what happens, you're not going to escape.
Yeah.
At least it being an actual thought you have to really decide on.
Yeah.
So the big news, though, out of the Republican National Convention was, of course, Melania, whatever.
Melina Trump.
Melania Trump. I like the name Melina.
I prefer Melania.
You
Melania?
do?
Yeah. I like that better too.
Yeah.
You know her actual name?
She
call her Mrs. T.
Mrs. Trump.
Of course.
That's Mrs. Donald Trump to you.
Hey, look, I don't give a shit who she is, honestly. I'd never actually seen her face until last night when I watched her go up there on the stage.
She seemed alright. I mean, I've never really heard anything bad about her.
Well, no, I mean, she's just...
And to be honest, the few things
she's
I heard
a 10.
about...
I'll give her that.
The few things I
As
heard
he
about
always
were
says,
good,
she's a
though.
total 10. She's a total 10.
Well, he also says that shit about his daughter, too. So
Oh,
yeah.
Ugh.
But she, obviously, the big thing for that was, did she plagiarize Michelle Obama? And I've got some some other quotes here that I saw that I'd like to read that I saw.
That she said?
That she said.
These are the ones that she has actually said.
Yeah, these are things that Melania Trump has said.
Mm-hmm.
These are very good quotes, actually. There is nothing to fear but fear itself.
Ooh, that's so deep.
Yeah, Melania Trump. Another quote here that she said, and this is something that she totally said: "Winter is coming."
Oh, wow.
That's a good one.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
She wrote that?
She did.
Dang.
This next one is actually one of my favorite quotes. I love this one. "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind."
Wow.
Melania Trump.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I read the last one?
You may.
Of course.
You may.
By Melania Trump. "I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Sam, I am."
Melania Trump. Which, at least we do share that. I don't care for green eggs and ham.
It's more coherent than what Trump has been saying.
Yeah.
You know what? It's true. Even if she does plagiarize, it still sounds better than anything he said coming out of his mouth randomly. Which Trump actually, I saw this. He's gaining ground with the Christians. Have you seen this? Obviously, if you're going to run on the Republican ticket, you obviously have to appeal to evangelicals. That's just a given.
Yeah.
And he's actually doing quite well for a guy who's been divorced 3 times, wants to bang his daughter, owns casinos, and is a reality TV star.
And is literally talking about hating his own neighbor.
Exactly. He's a godly man. This guy.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, it's his favorite book.
Next to his.
Next to his. Yeah. Art of the Deal. Available in all good bookstores.
I love the Bible. It's next to my book all the time. After I get done reading my book, I read the Bible.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So he's doing well there. And honestly, as scary as this may seem, I honestly think he's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I think he's going to win. I think Hillary is going to lose.
It's definitely It's definitely viable.
Although I heard Jim Gaffigan talking the other day, and Jim Gaffigan said that he's like, I've never met anyone who supports Trump, and I'm like, dude, I've never met anyone who supports Hillary other than in this room.
It will.
Like so, like I don't know.
It's definitely regional thing.
Like I don't understand. Like I get we live in North Carolina with the good old boys, and North Carolina. So I don't know what it's like outside of this bubble that we live in. But like here in this state, like I can't find someone who has anything nice to say about Hillary Clinton, which I don't always have anything nice to say about her either. Yeah. But I feel like it's my American duty to vote for her.
Have you heard that she's going to be she would be the first F president? Because, I mean, she would be the first female president, but email was deleted. It's my favorite joke.
I haven't heard that.
That's pretty good.
So she'd be the first F president.
That's pretty good.
I mean, that right there, though, to be fair, I mean, she did lie.
Yeah.
There's a reason why people don't like her. It's not
because she's
just...
up there lying, and then also she's trying to appeal to the people. And she was on the radio one time, and she said something really offensive. Like, she quoted some rap song, and the host of the show, he was black, and he was like, "Are you trying to gain the black vote?" And she was like, "Huh, is it working?" I was like, "What? Don't say that! Don't say that!"
I spent all night researching rap music for this interview. Just so I could say that. Yeah, I'm not a fan, but this election is very toxic. Mm-hmm. It's there's no platform. I was telling you this earlier. There's no platform whatsoever because like it's either like I think the only platform is like, hey, I know I'm a shitty person, but look at the other person. Yeah. Like that's pretty much what everybody's running.
Yeah.
It's who's worst election basically.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta say, one is definitely worse.
Right. Definitely.
Totally. Yeah. No, hands down. So actually, a little local news here. Fuquay is actually going to be hosting a cookout.
Nice.
With the police force in the community, which is a neat idea. I was telling you earlier that one of the things I think that you don't know who your policemen are. Right. They just ride around in cars. We don't know who they are. But at the same time, I was telling someone the other day. I said, any organization that has to go out of their way to do something nice for you to prove they're not bad has a little bit of a problem.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. It is a good idea, though, because then you get to know who is protecting you, who you can go and talk to. It's like establishing a nice bond, because there's been so much shit that's just been happening between filming of police brutalities and then seeing police officers get hurt, that everyone's just scared to even call 911 if something bad is happening, because they're like, well, I might just get shot. People are scared to even not forget to turn on the turn signal, because someone could, like, you could get shot for having a tail light out, and that's not okay. And so having this picnic would then smooth out the road to just be like, hey, look, we're your neighbors, we're also people too, we're doing the best that we can. Yeah.
Who's going to show up, though? I mean, it's going to take effort from the other side, too.
Exactly.
If they do this little, what is it?
It's a picnic. It's a cookout.
Cookout, that's right.
It's a really big picnic.
It's a really big picnic. They're going to have a really big-ass blanket.
If they do this cookout, and nobody shows, or only people that already have some semblance of trust with them, it's going to be pointless.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I mean, if the food's free, I might go.
It's a sweet idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see any negative to trying to build some kind of trust with anybody.
Especially now that we can't film any kind of police thing because that's considered a personal offense.
Oh yeah,
which is scary.
A new law.
See, changing those kinds of laws would be a better way of showing trust.
Yes, exactly.
Than a hope.
And if it's something I'd like to see, I'd like to see.
I keep going back to. I can't get cookout to come out of my mouth.
I think I would.
Me too. That's why I eat it all the time.
I have said it before. I think I'd rather see. I think I'd rather see a cop come out and say. It's okay.
Go ahead.
I think I'd rather see a picnic is fun. I mean, a picnic is better than a cookout. I mean,
everything out. All I picture is like 3 cops on a little checker.
And they have like the old suspended bow ties.
Yeah.
Like, darling, yes.
Hey,
picnics are a little more intimate. A cookout is sort of a community thing.
Like you're just like spooning with an officer. Like, oh my god.
What is your real quick? Ross is not from the South.
No.
Right.
From Massachusetts.
I want to get your opinion. Yeah, I want to get your opinion on things, and I want to talk to you too, because even though you're from Sanford, you act like you're not.
I was raised by Northerners.
All right. When you hear the term barbecue,
yeah,
what do you think?
Of a cookout.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See, like I had a friend who was Canadian one time, and he asked me. He said, "Hey, man, I'm having a barbecue. Do you want to come to the barbecue?" And I'm like, "What? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm North Carolinian. I'll go to your barbecue."
Yeah.
I get there and there's hamburgers and hot dogs,
Yeah.
and I thought, "Where's the barbecue?"
Yeah, exactly.
But like to him, that's
Yeah.
a barbecue. No, a barbecue.
What?
A barbecue. When you go to Smithfield Chicken and Barbecue, do you go
Well, I
and
mean, you
order a
go there to
cheeseburger?
expect barbecue, yeah. But whenever I
Yes.
hear people are having a barbecue,
I
it's like
think
saying
they-
that they're having a grill out. So
No, that's a cookout.
every time I go to what has ever been called a barbecue, they have the kebabs, they have
Yeah.
burgers, they have hot dogs,
No.
and I've never actually had
No,
barbecue at a
because
barbecue.
That is not a barbecue.
That makes sense though. That you should have barbecue at a barbecue.
No,
Because
that's not barbecue.
Here's the thing, though. Barbecue, as you know it, being the food,
Mm-hmm.
is pulled pork everywhere else.
Yes.
It's called pulled
yes,
pork.
It is.
It's not called barbecue up north, at least.
Yeah.
No,
Well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but still, that's in this state. If you're gonna come to this, if you're gonna
Yeah.
come to, we're gonna build a wall
I mean,
unless you
you
get
know,
this right. Now,
when
if
in
you come
Rome,
to this,
I
yeah,
got
you
you.
know, if you come to this state and you invite Justin Bullock
Mm-hmm.
to a barbecue,
Yeah.
I
Barbecue.
better see a pig sitting there.
Well, your friend just didn't know anything.
Right, you're gonna go to New York one time. You're gonna be like, "Can I have a sweet tea?" They're gonna bring you a hot cup of tea with sugar cubes. And you're like, "The fuck is this?"
Actually, yeah, I was wondering about that not too long ago because all the McDonald's around here have sweet tea.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a thing.
Oh,
And
right, so
but
you go someplace else.
Do the McDonald's in New York have it?
See, I don't know because I never got it anywhere. I never got tea anywhere, so I don't know if up north they have sweet tea. And I just didn't know.
I wonder if they changed the menu for certain things.
I feel like they may actually.
Totally.
I think they might. I don't know for a fact, but I feel like the sweet tea is probably a southern thing.
It is. It's definitely
Yeah.
a southern thing. Just like the McDonald's in France, you can order wine with your meal. You sure can.
That's pretty cool.
You can order wine with your meal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I mean, fast food chains are different. In Japan, the KFCs, you can get like gourmet chicken there.
Nice.
It's like a thing. It's a Christmas thing.
So how come they get
it's a-
gourmet
it's-
chicken and we get the shit that we eat?
It's a
America.
it's a Christmas thing actually because they do, you know, enough people celebrate Christmas over there.
Yeah.
Not so much the religious, but just the holiday of giving people, and that's like a thing. They I guess you know, 20 years ago, KFC did like a PR thing, and it worked because everybody in Japan, well not everybody, a lot of people in Japan get that. It's sort of synonymous with Christmas now, Christmas and KFC. And I thought when I first heard
It's so
Christmas
weird.
and
KFC.
it is weird because when
That is weird.
well, it's really,
Kentucky Fried Christmas.
it's really weird because when I think about what we have, but when you actually see their menu, it makes sense because it is like gourmet chicken. It's like the kind of stuff you would buy in a nice fancy place here.
Wow.
So it would be really weird if it was just the fried shit we eat here over there.
Right.
But it's not that.
Yeah.
The last time I was in a KFC, a guy robbed it of a soda.
He sure did.
Like, honestly.
Walks up there and asks for a cup.
He did. He was like,
I've
yo
seen
man,
that.
I gotta get a cup, man.
Yeah,
And
for
they
the
handed him
water.
a cup, and then he's like, I want a cup for the water. And then he started getting Dr. Pepper, and the guy was like, hey man, you gotta pay for the Dr. Pepper. He's like, oh, I will. I'll get back on to do it. But then he like runs out there and goes, I'm taking his cup, motherfucker.
You said that? Damn. I've seen that happen once at a McDonald's.
You've seen that happen at McDonald's?
Yeah.
I've seen a fight at McDonald's before.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
You saw a fight at a Subway.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I saw a fight at the Subway.
Dude, it's the Subway that I told you about in Wilmington, where the woman was on her phone and she was talking to her, her best friend, and she's like, oh man, he always thinks that I'm cheating and shit, like, I don't know what he's saying about this girl. And then, like, I'm in line and she's like, I only sucked his dick once, that's not cheating. I was like, what?
What is up with the Subway clientele?
Subway.
No,
It's, well, Jared Fogle.
Jared
I mean,
Fogle.
why are we surprised? We
Yeah.
were surprised at first, but when you think about it,
Oh
you know, it's, yeah.
Yeah, he's enjoying his footlongs now.
Oh no. Oh man, that's terrible.
I couldn't believe that.
I couldn't either. Honestly, couldn't. I was like, not Jared. If we can't trust Jared, who can we trust?
Well, I couldn't trust Jared. The food is horrible.
I met him once. He came to my high school whenever I was in high school.
You met Jared Bowe?
Mm-hmm.
Did he bring Subway?
He did, of course. He was there to sponsor Subway. But he came to talk to our school because he was working the state fair, being their advertisement for that day. And my high school was right across the street from the PNC Arena. And he was in there, and he was a super nice guy. He just introduced himself. I introduced myself.
I was gonna say, I figured high school would be too old for him.
You know what?
He's looking for elementary school.
That's why he was like, yeah, whatever.
Well, you know what's ironic? You know what's ironic is that she went to a Catholic school.
I sure did. Went to Catholic school for 18 years? 14 years? 14 years.
14 years.
14 years.
My condolences.
Oh my gosh, from preschool to end of high school.
I went into catechism. But I never went to actual catechism.
I'm Southern Baptist, and I went to Fuquay Varina Public School.
Woo!
Nice.
That's how you do it.
That's how I'm doing. Doing quite well for myself.
And I found out after I graduated from high school, my dad did the Ancestry.com and found out on that side of the family that we are Jewish. So I was like, well, all right. That's why I didn't fit in.
I mean, look at her, though. I mean,
get the fuck out of here!
So, I mean, sometimes I wish I was Jewish.
That's why I make really good investments. But I mean, I always have this really bad internal conflict because I'm Jewish and German. So I'm always like a constant fight with myself. Yeah. Like,
I gotta have some German in me somewhere with the blonde hair and the blue eyes. It's gotta be in there somewhere.
I mean, of course.
I mean, honestly. I don't do well in the heat. But speaking of heat and barbecues and cookouts and all that kind of stuff. Picnics. All that kind of stuff. I recently discovered something and I want to try it here on the show, which is what we're going to do in just a little bit. When you think of cooking out, you obviously, I grill with charcoal. And sometimes I love the taste of it, although I do have a tendency to burn turkey burgers.
First time he ever cooked for me, he's like, oh, I'm a really great cook. I'm going to cook you up this awesome turkey burger.
Ross can say I'm a really great. Ain't that good?
Yeah.
But every time Lizzie cooks for me, it always just burns and becomes the actual charcoal. I'm sorry that I'm so distracted.
You just go out and we're all inside. You got no distractions.
That's right. I was saying the whole time I'm talking to her.
And then he brings me this plate, and it has 2 pieces of bread covered in a black hole, and I was like, what is this?
I told her, I said, just add mustard and ketchup.
And so I doused that thing. It was red and black, and I ate it all.
Yeah, she
took it like a champ.
It's more than what I would do. I'd take a few and be like, I'm not hungry.
Yeah,
I ate before.
Yeah.
Cooking on the grill can be difficult sometimes because you have to go out and you have to buy the charcoal, and a bag of charcoal is like what, $7-8,
mm-hmm.
right? Well, what if I told you I found a new way to cook?
Oh man!
And that is using a cheaper way.
Preach!
Because this is only $1.98 or something like that at the Walmart.
What?
I'm telling you.
At Walmart, you can get it for $1.98.
$1.98. Cooking with Doritos nacho cheese.
As like seasoning.
As like the coal.
As like kindling.
As the coal. As kindling.
Yeah. That's like the kindling.
I recently discovered that Doritos nacho cheese chips are highly flammable.
Oh, we gotta try this.
We are.
Yes.
In fact, we're gonna go downstairs and try that. Now, what I've done is I've gone out and I've got some hot dogs. I've got the buns, the mustard, the ketchup, and everything. We're doing hot dogs. The only thing is we're not cooking with charcoal. We're cooking with Doritos. Going to try to lock in that nacho cheese flavor.
Oh my gosh! Does it work with only nacho cheese or also the Cool Ranch?
The Cool Ranch puts out the fire.
Oh my gosh!
Doesn't work with the Cool Ranch.
Oh my gosh!
You douse it with the Cool Ranch, and the Cool Ranch puts out the.
Right,
everyone
that's
knows.
How you do it.
Everyone knows the only way you put out nacho cheese is Cool Ranch.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, I don't know. I didn't try the Cool Ranch. I assume so.
Right.
Are there other flavors?
Is it like the consistency of the chip that does it, or is it the actual seasoning? Do you know?
I think it's the fat content. I was telling Ross earlier. I said the fat. No, listen. Fat burns, and I think.
Right. No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just really funny to think about it.
I don't burn fat.
Get out of here!
But
oh my
fat does burn, and so I think that the fat consistency in the chip is what actually catches fire.
That's too much science.
It might be, but yeah, you get that like powder. It's like covered in some kind of powder.
It is. You get it on. You get Dorito fingers.
Like, is it the actual powder that like ignites it and then the chip just burns it?
Yeah.
I don't know. All I saw was fire and chips, and was like, I want to do it.
Let's do it.
So we're gonna go downstairs. We're gonna do that.
Well, okay. before we do this, I'm trying to piece this together.
All right.
Maybe you're right that it is the fat, because if the Cool Ranch, or wait, no, it would be the other way around. If it was just the fat in the chip, would the Cool Ranch be able to do it?
Yeah,
Cool Ranch
I
can't.
feel
So
like
it might actually be the
Cool
powder.
Ranch may burn more. It could be the powder.
Because the Cool Ranch has the same fat, I assume.
I guess it would.
It just has different flavoring. It might be the powder.
You know when you're done with the bag, it's got the little stuff in the bottom
Stuff
corner.
Residue, yeah.
We should
You should
set
pour
that on
You should pour
fire.
that out and see if that burns.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Let's set more things on fire.
Yeah.
Pyromania.
So what we're going to do, we're going to go downstairs, we're going to set that up, and I'm going to post the video. We're actually going to film this.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're listening to this podcast, the video will be up as well so that you can see what we're actually doing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to take this show downstairs, and we're going to do that, and we're going to see how well this turns out. So that's what we're going to do.
All right.
So we're out here. Don't eat the chips. That's what we're going to use to cook. So here we are. We're outside my backyard. And we are going to cook hot dogs using Doritos. And this is what one did when we burnt it. So it does, as you can see, it does work. And the ants are already having a good time with it. So what we're going to do, we're going to fill the bowl up with Doritos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And everybody get a hot dog.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, God, they're leaking. Oh, the hot dogs are leaking.
Will you skewer mine?
Yeah, I'll skewer yours. This was slightly awful. Oh, that's kind of awful to look at. I just stuck a hot dog on the end of Ariana's skewer. That was
That's the most vile thing I've ever seen.
That was kind of vile. So I've soaked the skewer so that they don't catch on fire.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
It's like a puddle of
It's like
hot dog juice.
What are these hot dogs sitting in? That's disgusting.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna use this, and it's not. There we go. Getting a flame, and it's gonna burn. And I'm thinking that these are just gonna, like coals do. They're just gonna start to burn.
broke through.
You broke. I'm only getting one chip to light here.
I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
There we go. I'm getting another chip to light.
Mosquitoes are killing me.
There's another chip. Yeah. Ross, I'm gonna try to get you a chip going. All right, so there's.
Should we put lighter fluid on this?
No, because I don't want to cheat by using light. I'm not using lighter fluid to do this. So
They're just burning.
There we go. So now we're cooking our hot dogs.
This is gonna be a while.
This is gonna be a while.
Oh, look at this one. This flame is up and at it.
Ariana's flame's doing better.
Should you blow on it to try to spread it?
Blow and try to spread it.
Woo!
I'm hoping that. Oh, we got a flame going now. Holy crap! All right, so yeah, these Doritos are now really starting to catch on fire.
They're getting it.
And we are roasting.
My hot dog is black.
We are roasting our wieners.
Oh, there's so many bugs.
Go ahead, set the buttons down.
But there's bugs.
But there's bugs.
But there's
Oh
bugs.
man, so our wieners are turning black.
Damn, yours
Oh
is
man,
burnt
ours
to
is
hell.
burning. I don't think they're cooking, they're just burning.
I don't know. They do smell kind
Nacho cheese.
of the way hot dog smells when it's normally being cooked.
I'm not a big fan of hot dogs anyway.
Me either.
To be honest with you. Oh man, so yeah, the flames are really kicking up now.
Oh, look at that, man.
I'm actually
Perfection.
kind of concerned as to how we're gonna put this fire out.
Water.
Because it's.
What happened to the Cool Ranch?
Well, I don't have any Cool Ranch with me at the moment. That's a weird looking wiener.
I bet you get that a lot.
Actually, no, they've never even seen it. No one's ever even
Oh
seen it.
my gosh.
If I got that, that would be a compliment for me because that means at least it's been used before. I would take it.
Someone test this out.
I mean,
So, who wants to eat their wiener first? All right, open up that bag of buns if you would.
I'm still cooking mine. There you go. Merry Christmas.
I said, Ari, open up the bag of buns. She just hands me the bag of buns.
Oh, I didn't hear the open part.
I said, open up the bag of buns. Oh well, I'll get them. I hate zip ties. I'm twisting the wrong way. I'm twisting the right way. No, I'm twisting the wrong way.
Oh man, it's really hot.
That happens to me a lot too.
This fire has
gotten one direction.
This fire has gotten legit.
Like you don't even need the fuel or anything.
No, I mean I'm telling you, this like did its own deal.
I'll honestly say this is more than I thought it would do.
Me too. I'm actually really surprised by the flame here.
It's huge.
The flamage.
It's huge.
It's huge. Is that a term, flamage?
Flamage. It is now.
Yeah.
It is now. And I didn't have to. Oh my god! And what I thought, I was wondering if the other hot dog. Oh, it's not the other hot dog.
Burning my hand. How
I'm
hot
telling
it
you.
is. I can't get the base to cook.
Look how it's smoking there.
It's a cauldron. A cauldron of nacho cheese.
But I gotta say, I'm not smelling any
It's okay, me either.
nacho cheese.
So I went to go get some water because this flame is getting pretty big.
Alright.
And these are some. What kind of?
Where did you go shopping? This is the worst food I've ever seen.
Walmart.
Oh.
Yeah. Look, they're falling apart. Look at this hot dog bun, man. All I wanted was some decent hot dog buns. Why is that so hard? They don't feel. Actually, they feel old. Look at that hot dog. Look at this hot dog bun.
Do you want me to put out the fire?
Yeah. Go ahead and put out the fire for us here.
Oh man.
Get a little closer. Get a little closer. There we go. Look at that. Yeah.
That's just a bowl of burnt right there.
So the Doritos are extra crispy. I think we just came up with a new flavor. Ariana, eat one of those chips.
Oh, you can suck my whole dick.
Eat one of those chips. So if anyone wants a half-ass bun, I got them.
Half-ass bun. Half-ass bun.
1 a penny.
2 a penny. Half-ass bun.
How has no one ever done that before?
No.
It's so obvious.
Half-ass bun.
So I'm gonna put a little.
This thing is huge.
So
my
what I'm
one
gonna.
is huge.
There's an ant on my half-ass bun.
Ew. Protein.
Half-ass bun.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little. I'm gonna put a little mustard.
Then you got yourself a biscuit.
Mustard on my face. I'm gonna put a little.
Put a little mustard on that. Man,
mustard on my hot dog here, and a little.
I'm getting eaten alive.
God, these do feel old.
I'm telling you, man. I got these yesterday. Stupid buns. Yeah. So now I'm putting a little ketchup on my.
Ketchup.
Ketchup on there. All right. So.
You want some ketchup?
So these are Doritos cooked hot dogs.
I think I did mine a little too long. But I
Burnt
was
yours?
worried
Me
about.
too.
I was worried about it not being cooked.
Right.
Well, it's a
I
hot
mean, you
dog.
microwave it for like 30
I
seconds.
mean, it's a
before
hot
you eat
dog. All right, here we go.
it. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. All right.
That's actually not bad.
You know what? That actually cooked it.
I did.
That's actually not bad.
That actually isn't bad at all.
Oh my gosh.
Doritos. So, the apocalypse happens.
It worked.
Yeah. The apocalypse happens, or you're just trying to save money in the summertime because charcoal costs too much.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fear. Bag of Doritos, cook you hot dogs.
This is really good. This
Yeah.
is like anti my religion though.
Oh, yeah. They're beef.
they're beef.
They're
Are they
beef.
kosher?
No.
They're not kosher.
They're definitely not kosher.
Well, all right. There you have it.
Yeah. I actually approve of that. No, really, though. I mean,
I'm surprised. I really am surprised at how that worked.
yeah, me too. So that was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah. Well, all right. So we're back inside the room, and the air conditioning from outside. I'm still tasting the hot dog, man.
Yeah.
Sinking in the brain.
It wasn't that bad, honestly.
It actually wasn't. And like I said, we were a little concerned as as to why that works so well. I did not think that would work so well, but yes, you can cook food with Doritos.
Yeah.
You honestly
We know it can be done. I kind of, just for myself, want to investigate why.
Why
Yeah.
that is so.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll tell you the next show. Maybe we'll figure it
Tease.
out. A little teaser.
Ooh, such a
love
tease.
So we
Love
hope
feather. Ooh.
we hope you've enjoyed the show. This is our first episode. We're only hoping to grow from here. You know, we're still working out the kinks of being a show. So we hope you enjoyed listening to us, and will join us next time. You can check us out on Facebook at the No Bull Films Facebook page. That literally is No Bull, Nobull space films. That's what that is. And then we have a YouTube channel, which is the same, which is where this podcast can be shown. You can watch us there. And, of course, you can find us on the little Facebooks.
And the Instagrams.
And the Instagrams.
Twitters.
And the Twitters. But I'm Justin Bullock.
I'm Ariana Tysinger.
I'm Saucy Rossi, apparently.
Saucy Rossi.
And we will see you guys next time. Be cool. Go catch Pokemon.